What's up, coaches? Thomas here from MyCoach AI, and today I want to show you guys how you can track pretty much anything with the MyCoach AI system. And I really mean like pretty much anything that you can think of that you would want to track with clients, whether it's health-based or habit-based, whether it's actually hard numbers or more like a picture input or text input, whatever it may be that you want to track, whatever type of coaching you do that tracking is applicable to, you probably can do it with MyCoach AI because we work with a very unique way of doing custom metrics. Now, we have something in our system called progress metrics, and they're very widespread. They're used all over the place. And we have another video that I posted 1 or 2 weeks ago about that as well. So feel free to go watch that to get a bit more context on progress metrics in general. But today I want to show you how you can make completely custom progress metrics that you can then use in your check-ins, on programs, on client schedules, and many different places to track clients' progress over time. Now, for that, I'm going to go to the libraries section here, because we find in the library section here at the bottom the metrics library specifically. And this is essentially the big collection of all of the things that you will be tracking within the MyCoach AI system, any data recording that you do with clients in whatever way. Now, you'll notice there's a ton of metrics here already. And this is not something that's just in this account. This is something we give you when you sign up for MyCoach AI, a whole library of many metrics that you can already use. So most of the things that you imagine in your general fitness, health, and nutrition coaching, you will see things like progress pictures, weight metrics, even behavioral stuff, text inputs, any of these things. We likely already have metrics for a lot of the things that you want to be tracking. But of course, the point of today's video is all about creating new metrics. Because yes, however many metrics we have here, we understand that people track different things for different purposes. You can track pretty much anything that you want to in a MyCoach AI system by just creating fully custom metrics. And you do that right here. You press the green button in the top right corner, and you just need to configure how this metric is going to work. Now, the first option you find is to add it to a grouping. And that's because we understand you may be ending up tracking a lot of different things. So adding it to groups of certain things that belong to your check-ins, or certain things that get tracked on a daily basis, certain things that have to do with food logs. You can group all of these metrics together, keep it nice and organized in essentially little folders. And for this one, we're just going to keep it under ungrouped to give an example. And after that, we have to select our metric type. Now, here's where the magic comes in, because there's a lot of different ways to use metrics, right? Like I mentioned in the beginning, it may just simply be a number input for something like weight. It may be an open text field if you ask someone a question. Even the time and duration, think of things like hours of sleep, right? Even photos and videos. Of course, for things like physique logs, right, of these type of tracking. Now, there's more detail to this too, because for example, let's go with number, and we're then asked to select a certain unit type. Now, we have a bunch of units already: pounds, kilos, grams, inches, centimeters, and so forth. Even things like out of 10 are really useful for kind of statistically tracking things. But you can even make custom metrics. For this example, I'm going to go with a metric. Let's say we are focus on some behavioral things with our clients, and we want them to read a certain amount of pages of a book per day or per week, right? We can absolutely create a metric like that. So in this case, obviously pages is not really a metric that's here, so I'm just going to go custom at the very bottom, and I then get to input my own custom unit. So I'm going to use pages, right? We then just have to enter a main title and the actual description of it. Now, keep in mind, this title is the way the metric shows up when you go to find the metric, to look into the progress, and also kind of the title that will show for the client when they see it as a to-do item on their schedule. When they go to open it up, you can have a little description where you give more details about how exactly you want to log this, clarifying what exactly it means. So keep that in mind. You always have that space to clarify a little bit. But the title here is just going to be, how many pages have you read this week? Right, let's say something like that. Now, this really doesn't require any additional pieces of information. You can also go a different route if you don't want to paste the full questions here. Pages of book read. This is actually another really great way to do it. Just keep the title very short, and so when you're looking into the metric, this is what it's going to show, and for the client as well. But then when they press on it, it clarifies how many pages have you read this week, and express it in a custom unit named pages. They fill in the number. So super easy to set up. This is just an example, but try to think of anything that you want to be tracking, and you can probably set it up in a similar way. Create the metric, and is then stored here for us in the progress metrics section, so we can always use it in check-in forms, on schedules, in programs, and wherever else needed. A really awesome custom way to track anything that you may need to, super suitable for different types of coaching. So go and try make some of your own if you're already part of the MyCoach Ai system. If you're not, come check it out. Check us out. We got a free trial on our website. Link is in the description. You can sign up for that and watch our demo as well. And I hope this helped. See you in the next one.